So today I'm cleaning up my last 2 raised beds that I've been waiting for patiently. And as you can see, I have a lot of stuff growing in here that I have to pull out to get rid of so that I can plant my sweet potatoes. But I'm not gonna just get rid of these, what you might call weeds, because as you guys can see here, see this guy here? They call this lamb's quarter. Another name for it is goosefoot. It kind of looks like a goosefoot, see? And the cool thing about this, for a lot of you guys that maybe don't have a garden or want to get the nutrient-rich kind of foods that you get from a garden, you could forage for this because it grows everywhere. It's called lamb's quarter. And lamb's quarter is more nutritious than spinach. They also call it wild spinach. So what I'm gonna do with all of this lamb's quarter here, because it's really easily accessible, I can just pull it right out of the ground. I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate this, and then I'm gonna use it later on in the season when I'm making soups or stews to add that nutrient-rich kind of vegetable that you may not be able to be getting in those winter months. So that way, it's kind of like that gift that keeps on giving. So don't think, oh my gosh, this is just a weed, I'm gonna throw it out. It's amazing because if you look at it, see the white powder on here? That is when it's pulling up all those minerals and things from the earth. That's what it is. So definitely on these, if you're gonna eat it in a salad or if you're gonna saute it, it's great with some butter. Make sure you rinse it off to kind of get that off of it. But this is really nutrient dense, don't throw it away. Definitely dehydrate it, save it for winter, put it in your soups, and it is wonderful for you. Well, the beds are prepped now, getting ready to put sweet potatoes in tomorrow, and I'm back here at the grocery store, and I'm gonna get some red romaine for our supper tonight. Now, over the years, I've found for here that this red romaine is just amazing. It's very heat tolerant, cold tolerant, against bugs. It's one of my favorites. And so I grow it every single year, and I found even when it does get a little warmer, it thrives and it doesn't really need a lot of water. So the red romaine is totally Stacy approved. And if you haven't ever tried growing romaine, even the green romaine, I love it. I think out of all the lettuces, this is probably my favorite.
One of the ways we save time too, living off grid, for getting our food done is by using that sun oven that you've seen. We can set all of our food in there, work around the homestead all day, do our chores, tend to the animals, do our other projects, and then by the time we're ready to eat, it's ready to go.
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some beet greens. As you can see here, I got some giant beets. Most people are used to eating the actual beetroot. Well, you can eat the whole plant. It is so nutrient dense. I always like to add some of the beet leaves. And I also like to chop up, the stems because they're really good. So they add a little flavor to it. And this plant here are chives. Chives are amazing. They're so easy to grow. It's a perennial. It keeps coming back. You cannot kill it. You can't do anything. You can harvest it, cut the whole thing down if you want to, 5-6 times in a season. And it's that gift that keeps on giving. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some of the flowers in my salad also, because there's a whole bunch of little bitty seeds in here and they taste like onions. So I'm going to put that to help flavor my salad up a little bit. And I always like to add an herb with all my salads. So this is cilantro, one of my favorites. It's a great heavy metal detoxifier, very nutrient rich. So that's going in the salad too. I know you might be thinking, what's all that juice? The cool thing about the sun oven is you don't have to do anything. It just builds it on its own. So look at all this nice broth that I have.
That thing right there is a handy dandy. It also dehydrates, so you can put those lamb's quarters in there and dehydrate them. It also purifies water. You can cook your whole meal in there. Like you could actually have another pot. They sell double stack pots. Excuse me while I'm eating that good food that we made all of ourselves. But you can get the double stack pots. You can cook a whole meal with the dessert and everything in there. We have a whole playlist right here if you want to see more uses for the sun oven. And if you go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com, we have a discount for you and also some special, you know, stuff in the package. You get a extra rack and some, you know, Stacy's cookbook. We actually made a little sun oven cookbook for you guys. So go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com in the shop tab, and then you can scroll down to the sun oven. Another nice thing about it, excuse me. Another nice thing about it is it's a good prep, okay? There's no smoke. You don't need any propane. You don't need any fire. No one can smell it. So it's really good that way, okay? So that's how we eat for free and cook with the sun. See you guys on the next video. Oh, and hit that thumbs up, would you? That meat is so tender. Did you see all that juice in there? I'm glad you stayed to the end because I want to share this with you too. Like everything you cook in there stays so tender. If you put a chicken in there or bread, like the best bread you ever had comes out of the sun oven. So, all right, now you guys get out of here. Hopefully you use that link. It's a great prep. We've had ours for a year. How long we had it?
Oh, probably our first one was probably
like 14,
16, no, it's like
15
probably
years,
16 years
16
ago, yeah.
years. All right. See you guys on the next video.